Hello friends, this is teacher JB. We are studying the book English Grammar in Use, and today we are studying Unit 49, Questions, Part 1. Unit 49, Questions, Part 1. In questions, the subject is usually after the first verb. So here, subject and verb, Tom will becomes will Tom and question mark. You have and have you. The house was the house. For example, will Tom be here tomorrow? Have you been working hard? When was the house built? The subject is after the first verb. Is Catherine working today? Not is working Catherine. So is the first verb. Is Catherine working today? In present simple questions, we use do or does. You live? Do you live? Do you live near here? The film start? Does the film start? What time does the film start? In past simple questions, we use did. You sold? Did you sell? Did you sell your car? The train stopped. Did the train stop? Why did the train stop? But do not use do, does, did if who, what, etc. is the subject of the sentence. Who object? This is object. Emma phoned somebody. So who did Emma phone? Who subject? Somebody phoned Emma. So who phoned Emma? This one who is the object and this one who is the subject. Here do not use do, did, or does. In these examples, who, what, etc. is the subject. Who wants something to eat? So do not say who does want. What happened to you last night? Don't say what did happen. How many people? So this is the subject. How many people came to the party? Do not say how many people did come. Which bus goes to the center? So which bus is the subject? So do not say which bus does go. So which bus goes to the center? So let's read the sentences one more time. Who wants something to eat? What happened to you last night? How many people came to the party? Which bus goes to the center? In questions beginning who, what, which, and where, prepositions in, for, etc. usually go at the end. Where are you from? What was the weather like? Who do you want to speak to? Which job has Tina applied for? You can use preposition plus whom in formal style. To whom? To whom do you wish to speak? Isn't it? Didn't you? Etc. They are negative questions. We use negative questions especially to show surprise. Didn't you hear the doorbell? I rang it 3 times. Or when we expect the listener to agree with us. Haven't we met before? Yes, I think we have. Note the meaning of yes and no in answers to negative questions. Don't you want to go? Yes, yes, I want to go. Don't you want to go? No, no, I don't want to go. We often use negative questions with why. Why don't we eat out tonight? Not why we don't eat. Why wasn't Emma at work yesterday? Not why Emma wasn't. Now ask Joe questions. Where live? Where do you live? Joe says, I live in Manchester. Born there. So this is yes no question. So were you born there? Were you born there? Were you born in Manchester? No, I was born in London. Married. Current situation. Are you? Are you married? Are you married? Yes, yes I am. I am married. How long? This one you need to use present perfect. How long? How long have you been? Have you been married? How long have you been married? And then Joe says, I have been married for 17 years. What do? So your job. What is your job? So what do you do? What do you do? When you ask for about job, you need to use this question. What do you do? I'm a journalist. What wife do? So this is a wife job. What? And then your wife. Your wife. So do. So this is third person singular. What does your wife do? And then she is a doctor. She's a doctor. Children, it looks like how many children? Or do you have children? So this one, yes, no question. So you say, do you have children? Do you have children? And Joe says, yes, I have two boys. And then how old? So the boys, the plural, how old are they? How old are they? So they are 12 and 15. Okay, let's read the sentences, questions and answers one more time. Where do you live? I live in Manchester. Were you born there? No, I was born in London. Are you married? Yes, I am married. How long have you been married? I have been married for 17 years. What do you do? I'm a journalist. What does your wife do? She's a doctor. Do you have children? Yes, I have two boys. How old are they? They are 12 and 15. Now, make questions with who or what. Somebody hit me. When somebody says somebody hit me, we can ask who hit you. I hit somebody. So somebody, this is object. Who did you hit? Somebody paid the bill. So this one is subject. Who paid the bill? Who paid the bill? Who paid the bill? Well, who paid it? I am worried about something. Something is an object. What are you worried about? What are you worried about? Are you worried? What are you worried about? Something happened. So something is subject. So what happened? What happened? Diane says something. So Diane, Diane is the subject. Something is the object. So what did she? What did Diane say? What did Diane say? This book belongs to somebody. This book belongs to somebody. So who does this book or who does it belong to? B-E-L-O-N-G to. Who does this book belong to? Okay, I'm sorry, who does this book or who does it? Who does it belong to? Somebody lives in that house. Somebody lives, so this is subject. Who lives in that house? Who lives in that house? Or you can say, who lives there? Who lives there? Okay. I fell over something. So over something is object. What did you fall over? Fall over. What did you fall over? Now, something fell off the shelf. So something is the subject. What fell off the shelf? What fell off the shelf? And then this word means something. So this word means something. And then this is, what does it mean? So it's not subject. What does it, or what does this word mean? What does, I'm sorry, this word mean? What does this word mean? Sarah was with somebody. So somebody is an object. Who was Sarah? Or who was she with? Who was Sarah with? Who was she with? I'm looking for something. So something is an object. What are you looking for? What are you looking for? And then finally, Emma reminds me of somebody. So Emma reminds me of somebody. This is an object. Who does Emma remind you of? Remind, I'm sorry, remind you of. Who does Emma remind you of? Somebody hit me. Who hit you? I hit somebody. Who did you hit? Who did you hit? Somebody paid a bill. Who paid the bill? Well, who paid it? I'm worried about something. What are you worried about? Something happened. What happened? Diane said something. What did she? Well, what did Diane say? This book belongs to somebody. Who does this book belong to? Who does it belong to? Somebody lives in that house. So subject, who lives in that house? Well, who lives there? I fell over something. What did you fall over? Something fell off the shelf. What fell off the shelf? This word means something. What does it? Well, what does this word mean? Sarah was with somebody. Who was Sarah with? And then I'm looking for something. What are you looking for? Emma reminds me of somebody. Who does Emma remind you of? Now, next one. Put the words in brackets in the correct order. When was built this house? When was this house built? How cheese is made? So we put question word first and then verb. How is cheese made? Cheese made. How is cheese made? And then question mark. Why Sue working isn't today? So we put question word first and then first the verb. Why isn't Sue working today? Why isn't Sue working today? Today, and then question mark. What time arriving your friends are? So what time first? What time? And then are your friends? Are your friends? What time are your friends? And then arriving. Arriving. What time are your friends arriving? Number 5. Why was cancelled the meeting? Why? And then verb was, subject, the meeting. Why was the meeting? And then cancelled. Cancelled. Number 6. When invented paper was. Okay, when, and the verb was. And the subject, when was paper? And the second verb, invented. When was paper invented? Where your parents were born. So question word where, and then first the verb, where were your parents? Your parents born. Where were your parents born? Why you to the party didn't come? So why didn't you? Why didn't you come to the party? To the party. Why didn't you come to the party? How the accident did happen? So how did the accident and then happen. How did the accident happen? Why happy you aren't? Why aren't you? R-E-N-T. Why aren't you happy? Why aren't you happy? And then the last one, how many speaking languages you? How many languages? How many languages? Languages. And then auxiliary can subject you speak. How many languages can you speak? Okay, the last one for today. Write negative questions from the words in brackets. In each situation, you're surprised. We're supposed to be surprised. So we are using negative questions. We don't see Lisa this morning. Why not? Isn't she coming out with us? Isn't she coming with us? Okay, why not? Why not? Isn't she coming with us? I hope we don't meet Luke tonight. Why? Why? Don't you like him? So don't you like him? Why? Don't you like him? Don't go and see the film. Why not? Why not? Isn't it good? Isn't it good? And the last one, I will have to borrow some money. Why? Why? Don't you have any? Don't you have any money? Don't you have any? Or haven't you got any? Okay, let's read the sentences one more time. We won't see Lisa this evening. Why not? Isn't she coming out with us? I hope we don't meet Luke tonight. Why? Don't you like him? Don't go and see that film. Why not? Isn't it good? I will have to borrow some money. Why? Don't you have any? Okay, friends, this is the conclusion of today's study. I'll come back to you with another unit as soon as possible. Until then, keep studying English and have a great day. Bye.